since I'm working home today. And I nailed these boards on as the fascia board. Notice I left a good couple feet overhanging out the end of this board, and that's because I'm going to connect this with one more rafter up to the ridge beam and overhang the roof. Now I'm going to create that overhang, so I'm measuring out how much that ridge beam is protruding out and then transferring that onto the fascia board. Then I'm cutting up one more rafter using that same old template, but not cutting in the bird's mouth this time. And screwing and nailing that in to be the fascia board of this gable end. Then I just squared off a line and used a circular saw to cut this board flush.
Bro, there was a guy, I don't know his name, and he was
at the other end, I first nailed on this rafter that has a couple of these ribs coming out. And then I added on that last rafter as the gable end.
That's why I want to catch him.
Then I have a rafter for the lower slope part, and I'm just tacking this on to the end and then screwing this on to the face of the rafter below it. Then I went up top and just traced this line and then took the board down to cut this with my circles.
Yes.
That's also dead ends.
Now I can take this board back up and nail it in perfectly at the end. And then this is
Might
just
try.
sitting on the back below it, so I'm just going to nail it.
Step out the car. Step out. Step out. 5 seconds. Step out the car. Step out the car with your ramming. Step out. Step out. Now. Okay. Okay, fine. You want to play it hard, huh? You just ramming though, huh? Wait a sec. Let me get this straight here. I'm gonna try to. Oh, do not.
Get out of the car.
There you go. Ah, damn it, dudes. Damn it.
You two, step out of the car. You have 5 seconds to get out of the car.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
3. Alright, I'll be placing your handcuffs for reckless driving. Going you by the arm. Reckless driving. I don't care.
Come on. Come on. Step in, step in, step in.
FIB, I'm not sure where my car went.
You can put them in this car. I will drive you to the DOC. No worries.
Alright, buddy, I'm gonna be reaching your pocket, checking your passport. Alright, Arthur 5, I'm gonna be reaching your pocket, make sure nothing illegal on you.
He was also ramming.
Because we have a QSAT replacing the vehicle at your head.
Alrighty.
Alright, Arthur, you're getting placed under arrest for reckless driving and possession of prohibited items in small quantities. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney. One will be appointed to you by the state if available. You understand the right to this review?
Sorry, sir.
Give me some medical attention at DOC.
I am driving so careful as possible, but the people on the road are not paying attention.
Arthur, I'm going to tell you one more time. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney. One will be appointed to you by the state if available. You understand the right to this review?
I am gonna speed up a little bit cause we are getting stopped the whole time.
Turn your lights on. FIB, turn your lights on. I think you can go back to going the speed limit. Is nobody following us anymore?
10-4, I am going back to the speed limit, sir. We were getting followed by that Bugatti. That's why.
I know. You turn your sirens off too.
There will be taken care of. I think they will gonna see what will happen. No, he did a head pop, but we have a solution for that.
take him out at FIB.
10-4.
Okay, just put a stop.
Okay, I am gonna put you out of the car. Please watch your head.
Yeah, guys, what are you
she's
doing?
a,
He was
she's a,
escaping from the prison. I
There
just
you go.
There we
caught him.
go. Alright, buddy. We need some medical attention.
she's cutting.
Yeah,
Buddy,
I
Is
show
have
me
the
your ID.
body cam.
But in my opinion, on a small space like this, I think it's really worth that extra time and money to give it any detail of make it pop.
I think that was a prisoner, yeah, that was trying to escape.
Can you show me your ID real quick, FIB?
Oh yeah, sure. Hello. Okay. You maybe know me as well?
Thank you.
No problem.
Maybe. I gotta get this guy inside though. Thank you.
No worries.
Before I put the soffit on, I just ran this wire through here and then ran it into the house. I'm not hooking it up to anything right now. I just want this in here in case I ever want to have lights back here. But for right now, I'm just going to tuck this up in the framing and then start nailing on my soffit. Once again, this is a pretty small rectangular house, so I decided to get pretty detailed with my miter cuts and make everything pop as much as possible.
Good.
I'd also sand
I'm
the
gonna-
floor with 150 grit before it goes up because it's a lot easier to do this on the ground.
No, you cannot drive in there. No. If you are not I'm not leaving the gate open, especially for you. No, I'm not gonna do that shit. I think my so yeah, but I probably have to get more engine blockers. I'm running very low on them. I in fact, engine blockers are illegal, but if you use them for FIB, I saw two ballast vehicles heading towards Step City.
Which highway? South or north?
The back road to the Step City. Two ballast vehicles. I don't know what they are gonna do. I am not gonna scope out since I'm not UC anymore, but
So,
maybe
can you come to HQ?
there's maybe a possible SC raid, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I'm on Route 68 right now. I see Marabunta.
10-4, thank you. I'm not UC anymore, but I saw two Bunta vehicles. No. Yeah. No. That's the whole thing of UC. This car is too... With those lights, they are seen that
Show
too
me
far.
the 17 to UC with the 1015. Nirmal, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Oh, I have to refuel my car as well. No worries.
Oh, NG is getting raided by Marabunta. Yo, Marabunta is raiding NG.
Why we have no notification about that?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, so they are in convoy and ready for a raid.
Yes.
Then for
Then I'd use a 3/8" Forstner bit and just bore out every single one of these.
show me 1017 to NG with your additionals.
Make each vent, so yeah, it's pretty much a full day doing these. Again, though, all about that attention to detail. With a peacefully
Someone dick apartments are going into Southgate right now, Marabunta. not
Which
into
guy?
outside
Which guy?
cars. Southgate, Marabunta.
Okay.
Approximately 8 cars. I'm gonna go back and get to mine.
911 dispatch, show me 1017 to the NG base with no additional.
We have need all available 10-8s to the NG, please.
Someone take the parking, guys. Okay, no need. No, it's an actual raid, buddy.
Well, we cannot surrender because accident 59 probably.
Can I get the radio check?
Let's check.
We're learning clear.
Show me video selling.
They are getting raided.
Yeah, what you get? What you get?
Southgate was the last status. I am going in towards Southgate.
Same with the bottom on the other side, and then the top I cut flush.
They have triggered the alarms already, so I think we have to cover the gates instead.
Don't we have this AU high commander on the radio?
Bunta entered Southgate on the jugular. There is no one at the Southgate, sir. I will stay here at Southgate.
And then normally that'd be good for flashing tape, but there's actually something wrong with my windows, so on this I'm gonna do strips of flashing tape on both vertical edges. So I'm not sure where there was a miscommunication when I ordered these windows, but normally every new build window has a little piece of plastic that comes off the side of the window here with a bunch of holes so you can nail it into the wall. This is called a nailing pin or a nailing flange. Almost every new window has this nowadays, so I'm not sure why mine didn't come. The company itself offered no support at all, so that's awesome. I'm going to show you how I installed my windows. It's not going to be of much use to many people, so I'll do another one after this that explains a traditional window. So first, inside the window opening, I had to install these blocks that have the correct spacing that would stop the window from going in too far. Normally the nailing fans would do that, but again, I'll just explain this useless information. So then I'd use some half-inch chunks of plywood and then just shim them until I could get them absolutely as level as possible, because that's going to save me a lot of work later. So then I'd lift the window into place and just kind of make sure it was even in both sides of the gap in the rough opening. And then with my brother holding it snug on the inside, I would just check the reveal and make sure it was the same in all four corners. I did the same with the level on all four sides, making sure they're all sitting nice and level. And then I'd just use some door and window shims to shim this window snug. On the inside, I just took some long texture and went into this straight through the shim. Held in with about 4 to 6 screws.
Main hanger, all of them main hanger.
Notice in this clip the shims are only along the two sides. You never want to shim the top or the bottom. And then depending on the height of the window, this one had 6 shims. On the outside, I cut away those overhanging shims.
Oh,
I can literally find no information.
happens all the time, I guess.
So I'm just going to do what I think will work. So I used a bunch of flashing tape. And I started at the bottom, and I would just fold this over about 3/4 inch onto the frame of the window, and then stick the rest onto the wall. So I started with the bottom first, and then worked up both sides. Online, some people suggested using bugle caulking to fill this gap.
Help! Please take my hostage, help, help!
It's more caulk than I could give this house. Once I got to the top, I'd cut away the house wrap with about a 45-degree angle into both corners of the window, and then just take it up out of the way for a few minutes. And then I'd
Haley, try to tase the driver.
Again, this is
when they're
really
coming out.
time-consuming, and it's all because these windows don't have a nailing pin. So just stick around a few minutes. I'm going to install one that does.
Haley, that's not a taser.
But now if I pull it up, this window will now be the same as that.
Sorry, but tasers are no working on my distance.
And then I'm setting this down on top of the frame of the window and nailing it in place with some inch-and-a-quarter Then I bring that house wrap back down over top and just use some house wrap tape to tape along these seams. Back at the bottom, I just use a knife to cut in a few of these tiny little leak holes, just so that if any water does get in behind this flashing tape, it can all drain out of the bottom. And again, that's only for my windows, not yours.
One car just left on the Sultan. That's the only car that I have seen leaving. 10-4, we are holding Southgate.
So my 1050 is not on.
Tasing with a Sultan.
Okay, so
As the rate is still going on, we can still use alternates.
So with my window opening flash the same
I think they all left from Northgate. I'm gonna go check.
vertical flashing along the two sides that I don't need with this window.
I saw one leaving 1 minute ago through Southgate, but
And then I'm just taking
that's
the
all.
window and I'm putting the silicone
Yeah,
bead around the inside of this nailing fin all the way around the whole window. The only place I don't put any is I leave a couple of 2-inch gaps along the bottom so that any water that gets in
Whoever scarred this at Southgate, I'm gonna steal it.
Then I just set the window into place, and after I make sure it's level, I just nail this off with about 2 or 3 nails per side. Then I'll just take some flashing tape and I'll put 2 strips up along the sides, as well as one across the top. After this, I did the exact same thing with that drip edge and then putting the house wrap over top and taping up those seams. This took about 1/4 the amount of time. I probably could have did all the windows in 1 day in my tiny house rather than 4 days if they all had this nailing thing. But anyway, no sense crying.
I've zeroed tonight, man.
Get the rest of these windows installed. So back to
Yeah,
the story
I
was
think
telling
it
you
is.
an hour ago about how I got started on YouTube. At the time, I had some failing businesses, and I was basically just building stuff to make any extra cash, and then filming videos in hopes that maybe that would be an avenue to make some money as well. I literally had a goal to make like $2,000 a month a few years down the line so that I could at least buy my groceries. I noticed there was a huge void in DIY videos of actual production value, and you'd be watching something, trying to figure out how to do it, and all of a sudden you'd skip forward in time and miss the step that you really needed to know how to do. And it's that simple idea that I've tried to keep ever since, trying to explain every single step of the way and show people that as long as you have resilience, it's really not that hard to build whatever you can imagine. To be honest, I've done almost none of this before. I just watch YouTube videos every night and figure out what I'm doing the next day. So now it's time to install my front door, and the funny thing about this door is this actually came with a mailing pin on it, and most of the time they don't.
Checking
So
for
I
the
don't know if
daily
they're
hours.
smoking at this window factory, but certainly not the same stuff I am. So I cut up the house wrap around this door opening, pretty much the exact same way as the window opening. There's just no bottom on it. And then I use my multi-tool to cut away the bottom board of this wall and the door opening.
chicks of git. It's a doctor.
Then I just use one strip.
Show me 1019.
Damn God.
I added 2 strips of vertical flashing because I've done it on all the windows already.
Okay.
Now, similar to the window I showed you with the nailing pin, I just use some window silicone to seal around this pin. And then I place the good thick piece of silicone on the front edge of that door pin. I also use some PL construction adhesive and generous amount on the back side.
I think it's 1099. Can go 1019.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I'll go to DUC because I left my car there, okay?
Oh yeah, sure. I saw the Buntas, two Bunta cars driving this way. I thought, yeah.
I came and found all of them fucking straight line. Found them with the potatoes.
Yeah, bro, it's my thing.
You assaulted. You have flexing problem.
Go out. I'll arrest
Okay,
you.
you have 5 seconds.
Thrive!
5,
What are you doing
My fault,
against
gang. My
in
fault,
this
my
car?
fault.
3.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Sorry.
Okay.
Who did this, bro? Who did this?
Aye.
Shit.
Not my game, mate.
Now I have some window and door expanding foam, and I'm just going around on the inside to put it in. It's a pretty easy, self-explanatory task. I just had to be really careful.
Can I get video check?
Good check.
Loud and clear, sir.
Like the nailing pin to hold it back. But again, that most likely is not going to be a concern of yours.
What is the situation at global?
And after that, for a couple hours, I can take them
Global is for that SC rate, but SC rate is 1099. There are no gangs in the NG anymore.
Tempo.
Show me a patrol in city with traditionals. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Okay, we're starting to look like a house in here. Who was designing this for a few years?
Never mind.
Direction. So I've just got either 4x4 and then I make up so I'm just gonna have a few legs and then cleaner just to take each of these spaces just to get a nice square look at it, look like it's a
Wait.
Cut some nice looking angles
Wait a
off
sec.
these pieces. By the way, I'm using a 62 finish cut blade on my miter saw. That'll save you a lot of work. So these two pieces are going to go together in an L. And
No.
we're gonna have another
No.
connecting them, so I just
This is in ghetto. No way. I'm not going. I am not going in ghetto. Not
a bandsaw would work better if you have one, but I don't, so it really wasn't that big a deal for a 15-minute job. Then I cut these thinner pieces to length with 45-degree angles at each end. And it should fit in place here nicely like this. So after I gave everything a sand with some 150 grit.
Yeah, this is the wheat plantation.
I decided to do this as simple as
cannot
possible
even.
because this is like a 1,000-step build, so I don't want to get any joinery or anything. So I just pre-drilled some holes, and then I'm just fastening these
That's,
pieces with 75-inch deck screws. Then after I made sure it's squared, I marked it in position for this 45-degree piece, and screwed it in from the back with some of the deck screws. This is just a visual piece, it's not structural at all, so these deck screws are going to be fine.
Officer!
Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh man. You are gonna see what I'm gonna do. Oh.
Officer, we have a...
Lulu, how are you? How are you?
He has a freaking gun. But I have as well. Just hold that ready. I am gonna be dead anyway. Because I'm a very bad shooter. Hey! Why are they keep following me? Well, what's their fucking problem? And now I can see through cars. That's wonderful. My textures are completely... Oh, it's back. Yeah. Two guys with the revolvers, and then I'm alone. Oh, yeah, right. Then you're, then you have a death wish if you are gonna intervene into that. No, that's still the...
So I had to measure my corner post to length, and then I cut it out using some aviation scissors. This stuff can be a little tricky to cut because of all the complex curves and bends, but you just cut pieces out of the scrap side of the piece, and then that makes it a lot easier to get your sheet out. But in the end, the bottom of the piece looks like that. And I just brought that just over onto the corner of my tiny house and lined it up with my chalk line on each side. Then use a roofing nail.
Oh.
Put at the very top of this landing slot. This just goes down tight against this top edge. Then expansion to expand downwards. And then all the rest of the nails are right in the center of the bar. The siding will
I have no one into my car, so...
these trim pieces on nailing them
Yeah,
there's
okay.
just ever so slight.
Internal... Let's get some more gas. I'm not gonna drive very long with this. A little bit, but not as long.
The next piece of trim I use, and the piece that gets used to trim almost everything else, is called J trim because it looks like a J. So along the bottom I'd snap another straight line to height I needed that. And then I'd tack in my J trim on it. I just take the nail every quarter so right in that J channel as level on that line as I could. Again, I put these nails all in the center of the nailing slots and left them just slightly loose so it can wiggle back and forth a little bit.
No calls.
This vertical to horizontal transition is certainly everything needs to shut the water properly. And it's actually the exact same way you trim the windows, which I'm going to cover in a couple minutes. You can apply that information here. I also could spend probably 45 minutes on covering the siding alone. I'm kind of condensing this. This isn't a 6-hour-long video. But I'll put a couple links in the description below, like videos I use to learn how to side, because, of course, this is my first time siding. With the J-trim installed along the bottom of an entire wall, I'd just take a 3/16 inch drill bit and just drill some holes every 18 inches or so. So the siding panels need trim on every single edge, so I'm also trimming it.
I don't know where that.
And again, the exact same concepts that I'm going to show you trimming out a window in a minute or 2 or 3.
Where that car came from, but
This 6th day of edit.
it's very weird.
By the way, maybe 6-hour-long videos
Is
are
that
something you're interested in, or maybe 15-minute long, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if this is the right length, or too long, or too short, or what you're thinking. I just want to know you guys. So to trim out a window, or really anything else, you always start at the bottom first, and then measure the width of our window. And then I'd add on 1.5 inches to account for the 3/4 inch wide J-trim that's going to be on each side. So then I'd cut this line square using some aviation snips. And then I'd just use a scrap piece of J-trim here to mark a cut line on both ends of my piece. Then I'd use my snips again and make 2 cuts along the corners here. And then bend this tab back and cut it off. Then this piece should sit in place on the bottom of the window like this, with the 2 cutout openings lining up perfectly with the edge of the window. Then I'll just nail in this piece loosely for now and measure up the side pieces. I'd do the same thing as the bottom piece, measuring the height of the window and then adding on that 1.5 inches to account for the face of the J channel at each end. And then the top end I'd cut the exact same as I did that bottom piece. And the bottom end I'd cut almost the exact same. I'd just bend that tab over and then I wouldn't cut it off. And then I'd just make a roughly 45-degree cut on the face of the J-trim. This tab then slides inside that bottom piece of J-trim and the miter covers up that seam nicely. I also had to paint in the cut-off corners of these windows black later. I'm not sure why they had to be cut off, but if they did, why were they not at least black? So I just tacked the 2 side pieces in place with a couple of nails. For the top piece, both ends are cut with that exact same cut I just did, with the tab bent over and the 45-degree miter. Also, if it's not sitting quite flush on top of the window and has a little bit of an air gap, you can just trim down those side vertical pieces a little bit until that top piece of J-trim sits on there snug. Then I'd go around nailing in all that J-trim in about 1 foot increments. And here's a good clip of how that bent over tab kind of seals up that gap between the 2 pieces of trim and allows as little water as possible to go through.
Okay.
And that's how you trim a window for siding, and the same way you trim pretty much everything else on here. Siding will never be 100% waterproof, and there's always house wrap to catch anything that does make it through the little gaps. Now with a few walls trimmed, I'm pretty much ready to start installing siding panels.
Mr. DDB's is on my way.
So the first thing I need to do with a fresh panel is just measure the width I need it at and then rip this lengthwise. This is going to be my starter strip that begins the run of the wall.
You think that doesn't getting some oranges?
So after I check that fits with about a ½ inch of play up and down, I can take this out so that I can install some of this sill trim. The purpose of this sill trim is to hold this cut edge in place and not allow it to flap around in the wind or anything like that. So I installed a strip of this right on the inside of this corner post, pushing it in as far as it would go. And again, I nailed it pretty snug, but not too tight, so it still has about a ½ inch of vertical play in it. Now before I install that starter piece, I'm just using this snap lock punch to punch a tab every 2 feet or so.
I don't know which car that is.
After I made sure that piece was level, I nailed it off every 16 inches or so.
Check the license plate. I believe it was on Porsche 2021.
To make an angle cut, I just measure my measurement, and then using my speed square, I would just turn it on this mark using it as the pivot point until it was at about that 33.5 degree slope to the roof. Then I just mark this line and cut this out using
Okay. Yeah, man. He's long gone. His car is getting stolen a couple times per day though. It's not even... yeah.
Then I can put this panel into place and hinge block it with a panel next to it. And then I just want to make sure there's about a 3/8 to ½ an inch play in this panel up and down. Because it's only about 8 degrees out when I'm doing this, it's going to expand quite a lot onto about 35. These panels I'm nailing quite a bit looser than the trim, and they should be easily able to play up and down. I generally start nailing
5 to 4,
and I would just push it right up to the top of the J trim and then drop it about an 1/8 inch, and then put my first nail right at the top of that first full nailing slot. All the rest of the nails along the panel are in the center of each nailing slot and about 16 inches apart. Once I got to the last piece of a wall, I had to install another piece of that sill trim to catch the cut edge. And then I just slide that last piece into place, and this one actually doesn't have any nails in it at all. I also added in a bunch of these exterior receptacles. So first inside,
I see 5 to
through on the corner of the stud.
It's just standing here, so if they...
receptacle to trace the cut hole. And I just cut that out with my multi-tool.
I think they are gonna wash it because it's not gonna be used.
And then I can just use some house wrap tape to tape up the sides and then overlap that flap house wrap back over top and tape it down. I just installed the boxes right now. I didn't install the actual receptacles. I'll cover that once we do the inside of the next one.
Well, I have asked it, so I'm gonna keep continuing with the patrolling, you know. Nothing ghetto, no. Outside ghetto.
That sill trim also gets installed along the sides of any longer vertical cutouts like this side of the windows. By the way, I'm about to hit 1 million subscribers. started doing YouTube in the first place, I wanted to have a little bit of a following by the time I built it, but I never imagined it would be 1 million people. And I got lots of cool ideas still left in the tank after this, so if you haven't hit the subscribe button, do that now. And then my roof finally arrived, so we can start putting that on. By the way, I know I said earlier on that the main rule of this channel is to describe every single step in good detail. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to bend that rule a little bit with this roofing section because I didn't really know what I was doing, so I had a couple of friends that are roofers help me put it on. I'll still explain roughly what we're doing, but I decided to just learn on this one. And then in future projects where I'm doing a metal roof, I can do a more full tutorial of that. So first installing the edge along all the lower edges of the roof.
I don't know why is he running. Look, I'm not gonna ask everyone that is running around the city. Maybe they're just running because they have no car. So
and then we installed this gable edge trim and cut a nice miter where they met. And by we, I mean Joel did everything.
ropes a house.
602 dispatch from 1017 to DC with 11015 with 215.
That's in ghetto, so I'm not gonna do that.
Then we had to install the starter trim around all the points where the roof met into the wall.
See what is it called?
Done on one Saturday.
I hope. Oh no! Here on the crane. Even worse, sir.
Car mounts with mag wireless charging pads are some of the strongest and most secure car mounts on the market. There are 3 mounts to choose from: the suction windscreen or dash mount, the vent mount, and the adhesive dash or console mount. Buy now from quadlockcase.net and enjoy fast, free local shipping. We also had to prep every sheet by cutting off about 1 inch of these ribs and capping them, and then bending around this bottom portion of the sheet so it would hook onto the drip edge.
What? There is no way.
We also had to install that skylight.
Wait.
And they did all of this. I have no idea what they did, so we're going to have to wait for another video for me to describe to you how to install a skylight, because I have no idea.
Look on this side.
Problem is, I cannot go any higher.
With all the sheets installed, we had to install the ridge cap, and I messed up and moved these sheets a couple inches too short, so we had to get in a way bigger ridge cap to cover that up. But first we had to stick these foam sealer things onto the ribs, then cut away a bit of that underlay so that the roof can vent. Then we put the ridge cap into place and started screwing it in place into each rib.
The fuck? How he go? We cannot get up here. This ladder is blocked. I don't know what that is.
We'll save it for the next one.
What the fuck?
So now I still have this one side wall that hasn't been sided yet, and we just had our first snowfall season.
Harley, be careful on those steps.
So I didn't put any siding on this wall yet because I'm going to be building a cedar accent piece along this 3-window stretch here. So I'm just measuring out the lines I'm going to need to start the trim for this piece. And then I can really only measure the
Hey, where is he?
so I have this laser level.
He is up, but I think he went with a helicopter or something because that ladder is we cannot all the way up.
Make a couple ticks along this line and
Hold on.
extend it down onto the lower portion of this wall.
Hold on. Let me call about.
So now I have these clear cedar 2x4s, and these are sitting at 1.5 inches thick. But I'm just going to take a few passes off the backside with my planer. And bring that down to 1.25 inches. This is just how far I wanted it to stick out from the wall for no real reason other than that's what I had determined. Then I cut my first piece to length. And then I'm going to be screwing this into the wall, so I'm measuring out some screw placement just to make it look pretty and precise. And then I'm using a 3/8 inch Forstner bit to countersink these holes about halfway into the board. I just put anywhere from 2 to 4 in each.
So any other way to get up?
Now I can just line the edge of this board up with that vertical line I drew.
Wait a sec.
And just trim this piece out.
There would be some other way.
Around the corner, I just used another chunk of that same piece of 2x4 so the color matches.
Okay. Now I get it where he is.
After this gets light sanded in a later step, you'll barely even see the seam.
Harsh, how did you get in there? Harsh?
And I trimmed a thinner section of 2x4 and used an 1/8 inch roundover bit in my rotor just to soften that square edge. I also routed out a few of these grooves in the back sides of the board because these are going to be
Ladders cannot reach
so
that
if water
way.
gets in behind here, it can still escape from behind the wood. And then I just finish nailed these smaller pieces into place. Now I don't have a drill
Indeed.
press, but I have a buddy that has one that looks like he uses it a lot.
They blocked that off for some reason.
Drill bits. And then I'm just going to use this to drill press.
Yeah, they have blocked that off.
Those same chunks of 2x4s.
Harley, is it accessible?
Yeah, it is, but he is not on this crane though.
Is it accessible?
Yeah.
Let's go, stop.
Yeah, but he is not up there. Oh shoot.
Are you fucking dumb or what, Harsh? Harsh?
What happened?
What happened? Why you jump from that roof?
I didn't want to jump. It's just my leg slipped.
Your leg slipped or friend just pushed you from there?
It was very windy up there. The wind pushed me, but I had a parachute.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh!
Go get in uniform and come on duty. Let's go.
Then you just break off the dowel. And I just put a little bit of glue in these countersunk screw holes. And then
Let's go. Come on.
I'll come back later and cut these off and sand them, and you'll barely even see them. I also just cut up some scrap 2x4s and some 1/4-inch sections to be some buried strips. And these just raise out that tongue and groove.
Haley, can you fire a single shot on me because my vest is about to, you know?
Okay. So I have to
single bullet, just a single bullet.
Okay. Wait a second.
I started at the bottom with the tongue going upwards.
Okay.
Each layer would just get set in place on top of the last. Then I'd use my 15 gauge nails and nail in through every burring strip in through that tongue again. Then once the next layer goes in place, to go around a window and
fucking fucker.
Set the board in place and then mark the edge of the window. Then I just measure up that gap for how far it needs to be cut back, and then mark that out and cut it out. Pretty satisfying day of work. I absolutely love the way the officer no exposed nails. Oh, back to the dowel, I just use my multi-tool to cut off most of the dowel.
This is
And then I use some 150
oh
sandpaper to
yeah, special mission. Special mission here. Family event.
That's literally what everybody talks about as soon as they come up and talk to me about it. And a lot of people do. While I was filming this, if it was a nice sunny day, I would have probably 5 or 6 people stopping in every day. And this took a while, you know, like 2.5 months or so. Curious people out there. The next day I protected this piece with some Osmo UV protection oil. And pretty self-explanatory, I just brushed this up. Also, this is a brand new song my band just put out, so just play for a bit while I finish up a bunch more.
Let's get this one short. 1 hour and well, you're rammed in. Oh, we're spinning like crazy, dude.
With that done, I can start finishing the siding and doing all the other finishing touches.
Why are you overspeeding? Look,